We're here. My name is Asad Saleh.
What an intro. We're here.
I'm here with the GOAT.
Hi,
You
I'm
might
Sarah.
know her from such roles as NCIS Hooker Number 4.
Wow, that feels diminutive.
Did they give you a name?
Yeah, on NCIS?
Yeah.
I had a name. My name was Anne.
Okay, I'm sorry. She's been in a lot bigger stuff, but I think that's funny. I thought that was funny. We're both a little
I've been
punch
in
drunk.
bigger stuff. I'm actually just drunk. He's
Yeah.
punch drunk.
Sarah
I stopped
Silver,
and had a martini.
who is the star, creator, writer, director.
I'm like
Gray
Bradley.
area?
Just call me Bradley Cooper. I do it all.
She's the Bradley Cooper of downtown Los Angeles. Guess what time it is, Sarah?
Rewatch time.
That and Gray
4
Area is
o'clock.
coming back.
It is?
Comments nonstop. Back when I was just a young battle rapper, I used to go to events and people would be like, hey, let me tell you about this line that you said that changed my life.
Uh-huh.
That is long gone. The last 3 years, every event I go to now is when is Gray Area coming back? Thank you. Yeah, I did make that.
You know why?
What about my solo venture about battle rap? Yeah, I know. So it is on the horizon. Gray Area Season 3 is coming back.
I have written it. I have directed it. I have acted it. This
Yes.
is not true. I don't write it. He writes it. But
right. You
yeah,
do
we're
everything else. That makes it good.
yes.
Thank you.
We're
for
coming
saving on
back.
production.
We're coming back.
Yes, you've been ingratiated into battle rap a little bit. They know you as
Thank you for loving
EK's
me.
white wife.
Please love me.
Not married. White though, right? Can you confirm that you're white?
No.
Okay. All right.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay. All right. We made a show about a black man and a white female living in Los Angeles. Do you summarize this better than I summarize it?
Hell no, I don't. I don't do anything better than you do other than sit. I sit better than
you're,
you do.
You're crushing it right now. You're in baggy leggings. I don't even know that was a thing. Baggings.
They're not baggy enough to be like this kind of pant. They're just a little baggy, so there's just
Yeah.
no style.
I feel you. Sarah and her friends that will not be named, I got to hang out with them a lot, and they're liberal white women. And it was just really interesting as a black man, finding out what liberal white women care about. There was so much pressure about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe height of COVID, who knows, about white people to show your allyisms.
Yeah,
With black
definitely.
culture. This is the peak of Black Lives Matter.
What
I'm
they
so
call
glad
it?
they don't
Virtue
matter anymore.
signaling? Is that what it's called?
Virtue signaling.
Virtue signaling. Tough to say.
Yeah.
Virtue signaling.
Yeah, and this is the peak of like every white liberal person just dying to tell you how much they support black people. And although, right?
By the way,
Is this fair?
I love black people. I have a black friend.
We're not friends any longer. But,
He's
but we just noticed this. Me and Sarah noticed about like, oh man, there's other than like normal racism, that's been, that's the good old
This is the
American way
new
for the last
racism.
couple
Yeah, this is
centuries.
the new-
This is the new underlying
woke
racism. Where
racism.
like people like have good intentions, but they don't know anything about the black culture.
Yeah.
So they're trying to help with and being clumsy about it. And so Sarah, bravely enough, created this character with me, Kate, who just steals the show, about this white woke woman who wants to help anything that has a cause. She wants to attach herself to. She wants to be in social media posts tagged in a cause, and someone who wants to be known for their activism more than actually doing the activism. Although she's good-hearted.
she loves her husband so much,
Yeah.
and yet she gets all of her news on social media and Instagram. So if you probably already know this, because if you're watching this, you've probably already seen the show. So
Yeah.
let's
Sorry, we're repeating ourselves. We just
Should we
dive
get
in?
into it?
Okay.
I'm excited. We're going to do a rewatch of season 1, episode 1 of Gray Area, which seems so long ago. And honestly, it's
Crazy.
When was the last time you watched this? You're better than I am about.
No, it's been a long time.
I have
since
not
watched
seen this
I know
in
it's
so long.
only probably like 2 years, but it feels like an eternity. You know?
I saw which episode it was, which of course I knew, but I didn't know. I was like, what season is this?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and really quickly, so like once we made this show, I realized I was gonna have to write it. Sarah would have to crush the acting. I suck at acting, and Sarah just like really covers for both of us.
And I suck at writing.
So it was a match made in hell, but it worked. It worked out really well. This was actually the second episode of season 1 that I thought the B word was a stronger episode for people discovering the show. So we actually released this as the second episode, but a couple weeks out, I'm like, I think this is a stronger episode to introduce the series, and we made this number 1.
What was our first episode originally?
Shark Tank, which we'll probably watch right after.
Hell
this.
yeah, I love
that
Shark
was
Tank.
supposed to be the original.
Shark Tank's
episode.
fun, but this
Yeah.
is just such a great.
Yeah.
This establishes what we're doing in the
For
show.
sure, and I
It's-
felt strongly that like every black movie, TV show, like they have an N-word episode. You know, where it's like, oh, one of their friends says it on accident, or someone got called it at school, which is, you know, important topics, but it's like every black show has done it. And so I wanted to flip this like trope on its head and just be like, let's make an episode about bitch, the word bitch, you know, the B word. And so instead of the N-word episode that you would expect, like the first thing I think as a black person is like a white woman dating a black guy. They're gonna have an N-word episode about who can say it, when can say, you know.
Is that why you wrote this? That's
exactly
so cool.
why.
I had no idea.
I'm a genius, huh? Low key.
You're so smart.
Thank you.
Pity you can't act.
You know,
You're so terrible looking.
You know, I dropped out of 3rd grade.
Yes.
Gangsta. All right, so here's the first episode, directed by Evan, our third partner that is not here. Co-directed by Sarah as well. The B word.
Yay!
Gray Area, season 1. Any other final
Starring
words?
Bobby.
Bobby Lee. Shout out to Bobby Lee.
So good. And we shot this in
Sarah
Utah.
Suffer. Yeah.
Let's do it.
For some reason, audio is always the hardest thing to capture for us because we're all creatives. Every first episode of each season, we fuck up the audio. You can really tell the ADR in this. It's so bad.
Yeah.
We're like, this is a bad omen for the first thing you hear to be bad ADR. But
we like it.
What's up with you, boy? You got these motherfuckers here? Follow me everywhere I go.
So bad.
The war going on I don't know about, nigga. You got terrorists and shit. I got ops, nigga. You ain't got no motherfucking ops. I promise. On God I do. You don't stay outside. I'm outside every day. I stay outside. I promise.
Oh Lord, just made another one.
What is she doing? That's his sister's coat. She let me borrow.
I honestly, in the same way I love trailers more than I love movies, I take more pride in this intro than I do in the episodes. This intro is so fucking
It's great.
cold.
I do
I
like
really
it.
love this intro.
How did we come up with this? Do you remember? It was just like...
I think it was me being a genius.
No. Definitely not that. We were there. I think we just came up with it on the day. We were just like, oh, what if we did this and then did the curtains kind of rising and slowly going up and down. And
so cold.
That's so cool,
And I really love it.
And the song is written by, this is a great freeze frame, by the way. Look at my face, my dumb face. Dean Risco.
Yes, our good friend Dean Risco, who's a great musician.
It's a great song.
Great.
I love this song.
Simplicity in the font that I really dig. And do I look like a pedophile when I don't have facial hair?
100%.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Whose hand was that?
Evan.
It's like a girl's hand.
All right.
Terry is one of Jay's friends. He's a recording artist, so I thought I would just do a surprise pop into the studio today. Mostly just to make sure that Jay doesn't try to rap again.
Oh.
Which is hilarious because Assad is actually the best rapper in the world.
Yeah.
According
Example right now. Hey, listen, turn me up, bitch.
She told you? Yeah, I used to rap a little bit back in the day.
I'm sorry, is this when you were running like a ton?
I was really skinny, huh?
Yeah.
I was really skinny, I think so.
Remember when you were on that treadmill and you broke it?
Yeah, that's right.
Because you were going
really
like
skinny here, huh?
100 billion miles an hour, yeah.
No, this is when I was on meth. That's why.
I get the two confused.
Style was like, I don't know, Chingy meets Jaquan, like Little Mims.
You remember that?
Hello.
So you a hip hop head now, huh?
You know, I've always listened to
please.
it, but I just now started learning about it. It is so fascinating. Like, did you know that there's a big Nas X?
Kate, it's just Nas. His name is just Nas.
You burnt out, Kate.
Terry?
Lil Nas.
I guess you'll like find my favorite jokes I've written, and that's probably up there, like the top
great.
5. To think like someone who doesn't know hip hop that's just coming to hip hop now is like, oh, there's a big Nas X. Like, no, it's just Nas, man. It's just
Guys, I know I'm biased, but I genuinely think this is a legitimate opinion. I'm so lucky to have someone like Assad to write words that I get to say.
That's dope. Thank
Like
you.
how
That's
funny, like these jokes are so funny. Full disclosure, don't understand about 99% of them, so I really had to, because I don't know like music like that at all. I listen to musical theater. I'm so sorry, I'm the worst. But yeah, just let me.
What's it like being a virgin?
It's pretty not awesome.
Yeah. Piercing a male penis?
Nope. That freaks me out. But his jokes are just, I think they're just so funny.
Thanks, man. They really come to life when I have someone like acting as well as you do. You know, so thank you. You make it a lot funnier. Can you talk to me about this outfit and your inspiration for
every
it?
beat
Yes.
there is.
Really?
Can you say that?
So I had to because we don't have any money and we create the show literally paying out of our own pockets. And I thought, what would this woman wear? And I was thinking she's almost like a Real Housewife type of vibe. So she just wants so much attention.
Yes.
She's over the top. It's not necessarily fashionable, but she considers herself a fashionista. But it's more about being loud and wearing a statement piece and being recognized, and her just wearing something that she thinks is very cool. And so we shot this episode in Salt Lake City.
Oh, we did. That's
Shout
right.
out to the homies in Assad's hometown.
Yeah.
But I texted his sister, who's actually super fashionable and really has a great eye. And I said, help me, please help me, because I'm not good at it. And she let me some outfits, and she let me this amazing coat. And I was like, I have to buy this coat, Kalila. Where can I get it? And she said it was $400. And I said, I can't afford it. Can I borrow it? So
Which you sweat in, too. I think you sweated in this
I
coat.
did not. I don't sweat. I have Botox in my armpits.
Is that the only
Oh,
place?
no, it was in my forehead. It's in my forehead.
Okay. It's a bunch of T-shirts. Right,
Yeah.
to make up this jacket? Really cool.
Yeah, I think she got it like that. And then I just tried to piecemeal whatever else I could do, what would be a crazy hairstyle. And at the time, I think there was just like a lot of hair work happening. So there was a lot of barrettes. And so I just took some black bobby pins and threw them in my hair and tried to make it crazy. And those earrings are probably $1 from Forever 21.
It's been one of our both favorite parts to think about what this person's going to wear next. It's really cool.
It's so fun. I would go shopping for Kate. I'd go shopping for myself and see things in between seasons and be like, oh, Kate would wear that.
Yeah.
But I couldn't buy it because I have to buy it right before we shoot so I can buy and return it.
Don't make it on a budget, guys.
Don't tell
Keep that
Zara.
receipt. Sorry, Zara.
Beat tags. I just found out what they are, and they're my new obsession. Tell them what it is.
Oh, it's when a producer makes
When a producer makes a beat, they can choose to add a custom shout out.
That was such a hard line. And you can I see it every time I watch this. I go, it's when a producer makes a beat, they choose to, there's like a breath there because I was trying to find the line.
Okay. All right.
I'm nitpicking, but that's
Do your thing. Cook food.
That's one thing about the writing and the pacing of the show. It's so fast, and there's so many words, and that's part of the comedic timing. So it was difficult to remember, and I also had never heard of a beat tag. Assad had to teach me all of these. He had to send me links for each of the ones to listen to so that I could remember, and I just listened to him over and over and over again, and I probably took 100 million takes to get it right.
You
But
crushed it.
So that the listener knows who made said beat.
A very popular one is "We the Best."
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I thought that Khaled was just like really big on positive affirmations.
Do Metro.
What am I for? If young Metro don't trust you, I'ma shoot you.
Okay, do Turbo.
Run it back, turbo.
Harry Frog.
La música de Harry Fraud.
Ronnie J.
Oh my God, Ronnie.
Mike Will.
Mike Will made it.
Is that the one that goes,
Mike Will made it.
All right, then Murder.
murder on a base, so it's not nice.
Okay, do London.
I'm in London, got my beat from London.
Not the Kodak version.
We got London on the track, Stitch.
Stitch.
Oh, yes, I do not use the B word. It is derogatory.
What, bitch? My bitch say bitch. Here we go.
Terry, you call the woman you love the B word?
Yeah, she do too. She don't give a fuck.
Get her on the phone. I'm gonna tell her she's a queen.
Wait, Jay said it?
In my defense, I only call men a bitch.
That is just as bad.
Kate, in all fairness, I've heard you call your women friends the B word too, so what are we talking about?
Oh, ooh, that's a good argument. White guy who wants to say the N word.
She fucking you up right now.
Low key, she is.
Terry, I'm just saying you're perpetuating a terrible tradition by continuing to use that word.
Kate,
I hate to play the card, but it's a cultural difference.
Every time we have a disagreement, you blame it on a cultural difference. Like when you said that everything I cook tastes like it's seasoned with water. Well, newsflash for you. I made steak fajitas last night.
Bruce loved them.
The
Right, Bruce?
lefty. Right, Bruce?
Bruce did me
I
dirty.
don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, man. That shit was ass.
Kate, just because you're familiar with my blackness doesn't mean you're familiar with everyone's blackness. I'm like 10% hood, mostly good, but Terry here's a street nigga.
Pew pew, nigga.
Facts. His culture is different from my culture, which is different from your culture.
Okay, but I don't see what any of this has to do with using the B word. It doesn't matter what culture you're from. It's disrespectful across the board.
Not for everybody. See, you don't know street shit.
I know some street shit.
Like what?
Like I know the all right boom punch.
The what?
The all right boom punch? Like when you're about to tell an interesting story, you say all right boom.
I actually do know the All Right Boom Punch.
Yeah.
from Diesel.
Diesel, I would say our friend Diesel, my good friend Diesel, conversations with him, because Diesel's
He's a
incredibly more hood
storyteller
than me, and
but he's a
storyteller doesn't stop
storyteller.
talking. Yeah.
He's a storyteller.
20% of the stuff, like our conversation, is working its way into this. A lot of times, Diesel is like, I think my bitch says bitch is a line from Diesel. When I'm like, should we be calling women bitches? Like, my bitch says bitch, like
100%.
a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff is from him. And
He goes,
Bobby-
all right, boom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the all right boom punch is like everything with Diesel.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's an Inglewood thing because he's from Inglewood, but it's very like, Diesel, what are you doing this weekend? All right, boom. And it's like, or it could be like, I heard you got into a fight last week. All right, boom.
Yeah.
It's like
There's different
all right boom
Yeah,
punches.
okay, got it.
Bobby here did not know his lines. No shade to Bobby. I mean, he probably got the script the day before, so he's genuinely reading off of this laptop.
So we added the
deliver
laptop.
lines.
I forgot about that. That's a
Yeah.
good memory. We added the laptop in it. We're like, well, what if you had the laptop on your lap and you pretended like you were doing work, and then you could see your line that was
Yeah.
coming next.
Yeah, and he was nervous. I mean, he's not an actor, although he's crushed it for us before, and he crushed this one.
Yeah.
And he gets a lot more comfortable in later episodes too, because
Yeah,
you'll
we
see
have
him
him
pop
back.
up
Yeah, we
again,
have
and he's
him
just so great. But like, the thing is like, I think when people see the show, they think we're a lot more professional than we are. We're not. We're scrappy as fuck. We're like three friends trying to make this thing happen. It's not that professional. We try to treat everything professional because we want it to look like that. But a lot of times it's like, one of our main actors doesn't know lines when he gets to set. Oh, most of the time that happens,
Well, I would say we are professional. I would also say we work with a lot of people who aren't actors.
Yeah.
Because thankfully they're willing to bless us with their presence for free because we don't have any money. Help us, we're poor.
And I've always thought like the more black culture gets, shown on TV and film, I'm always like, oh, there's a lot of different black cultures that I'd want to be shown. And a lot of times there's like a nigga that went to Juilliard that talks like me trying to play a hood nigga. I'm like, I don't want a nigga that talks like me playing a hood nigga. Just cast a hood
You
nigga.
can see right through them, no matter how, for the most part, no matter how good of an actor you are. It's hard to portray something that you've never experienced.
So me and Sarah have always made an argument because she's very pro actor because she's a great fucking actor. And I'm like, I'd rather get my friends that don't know how to act, but they can be themselves.
And it works out very well for us.
It comes across more authentic.
Yeah.
Sure.
Pretty impressive.
I also know that when we're watching football, doesn't matter who's playing, we always root for the team with the black quarterback.
Which is,
Oh, God.
by the way, which is a real thing that Assad taught me.
And if it's two
I'm
black
like-
quarterbacks, who do you root for?
The one who has darker skin.
Like, on God.
That's what he said. It's what he said, not me.
See?
I mean, it's impressive, but that's not really street shit. You know when a nigga hollering at a bitch, right?
You mean catcalling?
Yeah, cat calling.
This happens all the time. My friends will get around Sarah and speak like this, and Sarah's very suburb,
I'm
her
also very
speech?
myself.
very herself. She's one of the whites that will be around a lot of black people and don't try to jazz it up. She's just like, she's herself.
Well, I'm trying to jazz it
aggressively.
up.
And this happens all the time. I'll take one of my friends that are like from the hood, and we'll talk to like Sarah, and he'll be like, when a nigga's hollering at a bitch, right? And Sarah's brain will just be like, what? Those are all the words that I've told not to say. Oh, that's offensive. So it's like, the cool thing about
catcalling?
the cool thing about Kate is that she gets to dial it up and be like, what did you say?
May I say, I've not had the luxury of playing a lot of different roles, but this is still to this date my favorite role I've ever played. She's
you're
so
so good at
stupid
it.
and so fun. I love it so much.
It's so specific too, and it was a role that like I needed to see because like you don't see it on TV, and it's a popular thing with white liberal women. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean,
you
I
don't
know.
see it portrayed. I think maybe a little bit more now. People are like, white women are like motivated by what they should be doing, but I'm glad the timing that we did this.
She's so
works out well.
specific and interesting and so opposite of me in so many ways that it's really fun to say.
Yeah.
Because I would just sit there and be quiet and be like, okay, I don't know what to say, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah.
And she just, oh, you mean catcalling? She's just so confident and wrong.
Yeah, and there's this like weird thing about her that she's like made activism stylish.
Yeah.
It's like whatever's trending, she wants to make trendy.
And she she's so proud of herself.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
She doesn't see anything wrong.
How you feel when you get catcalled?
It's disrespectful, degrading, and it's even worse when it comes from an ugly person.
See right there?
That's my favorite line I've ever said.
How do
It's
you feel about
disrespectful,
catcalling?
degrading, and even worse when it comes from an ugly person.
And it's true though. Unfortunately, it's true. Like I don't get hit on a lot, but it's a lot
If you
less
get-
offensive when it's a person that's good looking.
Of course, you get hit on by a hot person. You're like, even if someone really hot if Ryan Gosling came up to you and was like, "You're you're hot and I don't know what's a degrading thing to say. I don't
You
know.
were
That
going- I
tight little
thought you-
skirt, you look fucking hot in that. You'd be like, oh my god, right? That guy just said I was hot, you know. But if an ugly person does,
With
you're
the
like,
Zach
how dare
Galifianakis.
he? You know. So it's true, but nobody ever says it, and I thought that I just love that line, and the 1, 2, 3, and the timing of it, like it's
You crushed
disrespectful, degrading, and even I just love it.
Yeah, you crushed it. You really crushed that line.
Where I'm from, bitches love. Hold on, women love it.
And you speak for every woman in your neighborhood?
Hell yeah, half of them already gave me the cheeks. Why question results?
Gave you the cheeks?
And you know it.
Jay, we're just like totally okay with our friend speaking like this. You're supposed to be an ally.
I'm okay with him saying the B word as much as you're okay with not saying the B word. So.
Bowing out.
We will remember not the words of our friends, but the silence of our enemies.
Kate, you're gonna.
I messed up that line.
Definitely.
It was supposed to be, we'll remember not the silence of our enemies, but the, what is it?
We
I
will
can't get it.
remember not the
Word.
words of our enemies, but the
Silence of our friends. And I messed it up and they used it anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
The only take we
Ruined the joke.
got. Yeah, and like my really pro-black friends that watched this
Noticed
pointed
it?
it out. They already hated the fact that it was a show about a black man dating a white woman, let alone flubbing an MLK
Who?
quote.
What friend?
I can't tell you on camera.
Popular battle rapper.
When you were young, you thought you got a day off from school because of Martin Lawrence.
You think you tell someone something in confidence.
I'm going to stop pausing it. But I tell him things in confidence all the time and he always brings them up.
I do. Sorry.
To make a joke.
Yeah.
To be funny.
I'm very sorry.
That's all. That's all I had to say.
But the silence of our enemies.
Kate, you're gonna give me an MLK quote. When you were young, you thought you got a day off from school because of Martin Lawrence.
You think you tell someone something in confidence. You're proving my point, though, right? Because if I continued to speak in the way that my culture taught me growing up, I'd be an idiot.
Fair.
She kind of got us.
Which is like,
Puke.
yeah, you did kind of cook
pew.
in that argument, right?
Well, you
is-
wrote it, but.
well, yeah. Well, Terry is like, hey, I talk the way I talk. Mm-hmm. And your argument is like, if
Well,
we
if I
all
talk-
just talked how we were taught, we would never learn how to talk differently. I think it's like, gets into a little, pardon the pun, like a gray area. Because then you don't want to like kill culture. And sometimes the way people talk, you know? But it's a cool argument. I thought it was cool to be like, can I just keep saying bitch because I was taught that? Or do I have an elevated sense of like how the meaning of the word is and I have to operate differently? I always thought like, although I think this is funny, I did try to hammer in like real, not meaning, but a real question in every episode, which is like, oh, we never close the loop on any of this stuff and you don't get like a Family Matters ending, but I'm always like, I always wanted to write from like something that I questioned.
And that's why, I mean, listen, I'm biased. I love this show because I'm in it. I wrote it. But I'm like, if I saw this show on TV, I think it's so good.
But there's a little message in it.
There's
where
a
it's like-
message in it. It's important. It's things that we think about. But on its face, it's just funny as hell.
Yeah, hopefully it's kind of funny.
Puke.
Hey, Kate, here are those release forms we needed to get out
Mallory,
today.
my computer.
Thanks.
My soy milk of magnesia.
Ooh, you're bad.
But Marta,
But-
you do not have to take that from him.
It's just flirting. Don't be such a bitch.
She just set us back 10 years.
Kate doesn't know how to eat it, you know?
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers ask a lot of questions.
Can I ask you how you feel about the word bitch?
I think it depends on the context.
Yeah.
I tend to say it a lot. And
You call other women it? Or do
Yes.
you call men it? You call both.
the men it thing I got from you, so I'll
men a
blame you
bitch?
for that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Talk
But
to Mr. Lindy.
I definitely do the casual like no bitch, you know,
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
for fun, but I do know that it's potentially damaging. But yes, I do say I call my girlfriends bitch. Hey bitch.
And it obviously means a lot more when a man calls you a bitch than a woman does, right?
Yeah, it depends on the context for me personally, but I do know that I am aware that other people may be sensitive to that. And I still say it. Sorry, I just spat everywhere.
Like, I love you being around, but you can't just keep popping up.
Yeah, good take.
So, Can you speak to why we added that producer?
Yeah, we had a thought that this show is about a bad reality show.
Right.
Right? So it's like really fourth wall shit. That's why you see all the interviews and the confessional angles that we take of people talking directly to the camera. And obviously I was watching a lot of Office at this time, and it was like, this is the best show ever made. And so I just thought the hook of it being a low budget reality show was funny.
Yeah.
And so we could see, while we're watching our show that we made, in the show, you could see like the people that were working on this fake reality show. I just think that's funny.
And we added this last minute, right? That wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
It was like Tarek,
Yeah.
who has helped us out so many times and been such a lovely person to work with. But he does really great VFX, visual effects. And I think it was just a last second idea and that's the fun thing about, as Assad says, being a small ship instead of a big cruise ship, you can kind of pivot a lot quicker.
Yeah.
So it was fun to collaborate on set and someone have the idea like, oh, would it be funny if we threw headphones on somebody and made them a producer who was like, oh yeah, it's going great, cool, whatever.
Nailed it.
Who's, clearly not interested and we all thought it was funny, so we just shot it and it ended up in the episode. And we ended up using it a couple other times in this
we did.
recording. So.
Okay.
I fucking hate this show.
Babe.
I'm just making it longer.
Oh, God.
Oh, and you know what?
Yeah.
You stepped on my fucking dick.
And we wanted to have really kind of incorporate the idea of it being bad. So that was this as well, just having the cameraman kind of trip or fall. And we use it again in later seasons. But and also Assad just really loves his shoes, so he wanted to incorporate that into Jay's character as well.
It's really tough to write yourself, and these characters are like blown up versions of ourselves. And I'm like, I don't know what makes me interesting on paper. Maybe I do in real life, but I don't know what made Jay interesting, because he has to just like operate a little space so Kate can operate all of it, And so I was like, oh, it'd be cool if he's a hype beast. He cares about shoes more than he cares about anything else, Cool. So I was like, that shouldn't be his character, but it ends up being it.
And so we added that into this one to kind of add something to his character. Yeah, give him a little bit of interesting.
Desert boots, Evan. Desert boots.
I bought you those.
Yeah. They made 3 of these.
3.
Next one. Let's do it.
That's it?
Yeah.
So short.
So the first season, we have 2 seasons out on YouTube right now. The first season were all 7 minutes to 8 minutes, 6 minutes episodes with just one story, And the second season, thanks to people liking our show, we got to add like B stories to everything with more characters. But this was like really, really out the mud. I don't know how many you want to watch. Maybe 3?
Sure.
Just 2 or 3.
There's Jobo. Jobo.
Yo, they go for the clout.
And it was really cool. Assad had he has so many talented friends who make music, and we were lucky enough to get some of their great songs on our shows.
Thank
so
God.
we would switch it up, and they're all fire. They're all
so good,
like fun, catchy.
Yeah.
Check out their songs. I think they're probably in the comments and notes and stuff.
Me and Sarah used to live downtown here, and this is just on the roof.
Yeah,
the prettiest place I've ever lived, actually, to be honest with you. And what you see on the show is like where we were actually living, so very lucky.
Yeah.
we got through during the PPP scams. We shouldn't put that on tape.
And this shirt that I'm wearing belongs to Assad in real life, but which now has been gifted to me and I have in my closet.
Yeah, but still?
Yeah, I do.
One of my favorite Fendi shirts. I wore that against RX in a battle, so I couldn't ever wear it again.
Oh,
it's all yours.
So it's mine now. That's why I got it. I thought you just liked me. I'm just
true.
the goodwill. I'm the goodwill. But yeah, so I paired that with some shorts that I had and some heels and thought it would be. And then the earrings are so funny to me because they say, I don't know, you probably can't really read them, but they say blessed.
That's right.
And I just thought that would be such a Kate thing and such a funny thing to do. I was in between growing my hair out, so I had my hair up a lot in these episodes because it was like this kind of weird in between length, and I felt better about that. But yeah, so we're sitting here and you're about to see another camera trip by Evan, who is our third partner, as we mentioned, and we call him Josh. The cameraman's name is Josh.
Yeah.
So when I made our Gray Area Season 1 shirts, we put Josh on the back of his shirt, and we put Jay on the back of his shirt, and Kate on the back of mine.
This was supposed to be the original first episode.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah.
Oh,
I love this opening.
Can we do anything? Of course. I just want you to come over.
Come over.
Set it up with Marta, and I'm going to have you come over. Just give me a quick rundown of what you need to...
color.
Just what you need to, just give us a quick rundown of what you need, why you need it. Well, I mean,
Hype beast.
I didn't even tell you to do it this
I
time.
don't think
That was
it's
light.
I don't
This
think
is all
it's
light.
that weird. Well, you're asking me, so who's in charge? Okay, we'll call Marta. We'll set it up. Okay, bye bye.
So that was all improv. Not that it's funny, but I think it's funny because it was, he gave me this idea of the cold open being talking to this person who's calling to ask you for money. And it's your friend because we're supposed to be rich on this show, or I am supposed to be wealthy and we're married. So we're both rich. And it was so funny to me to have somebody calling me asking me for money. And instead of being like, yes, of course, or no, I can't. Kate's idea is come on over, pitch me why you need the money. She thinks she's, Lori Garnier from
Garnier,
Shark
whatever,
Tank. So I thought that was so funny. Well, you're asking me. It's a little rude, a little shitty, and that's where we're at.
And I would just like to. God, we're stopping this a lot. It's cool though. I'm
Sorry,
starting
I'll
to.
stop.
No, it's good. It's like I'm starting to remember why I wrote all this stuff. I don't think I'm a good writer. I think if you saw my
I think he's a great writer.
Thank you. In the traditional sense, but all I think that I am good at is that I dictate life very well. So when you're with your friends and you just like are joking around, I'm the guy that writes that idea down that you're joking around about, And at one point in my life, I had a lot of friends asking me for money. I'm like, we should just like make a Shark Tank. About people
And we also
coming
used
in
to
and
watch
pitching.
Shark Tank a lot.
And we also used to watch Shark Tank a lot. And that was just like a joke probably when I was high once, said it to you in jest. I'm like, that's actually kind of funny.
This is pre
Let me
us
write it
doing
down.
weed.
Yeah. Let me write it down. And so, honestly, if I lost my phone, I'd be done because all the time when I'm living life, I just like dictate these ideas to myself. And so I'll always tell other writers that they're 10 times better writers than me. I just am really good at dictating life. It's like, oh, that's a funny thing. That's inspirational. It might not be too funny right now, but I can make it funnier. And I wrote this down. So same concept here.
Oh, my turn.
Des just has to borrow some money.
Absolutely not.
What?
Nope, we're not doing this. We're not doing this again. We're not doing this again. No,
you know
no.
you want to.
Okay, look at your boy. Your fucking boy, Josh.
Sexy.
Are
You okay? BT.
Okay,
We're not doing this today.
I've already set up some people for today, so get dressed. We're gonna make some deals.
Where's she going?
I actually didn't have anything to do over here. I just thought it looked cool if I.
You nailed it.
Right?
It looked great.
Right?
Yeah, it looked great. Yeah. No, don't do it. So you do it too many
See,
times.
I see the line and then I just.
Yeah, it just.
I leap right over it. Well, will you wait for me, please? Jesus, it's like you don't see or appreciate the
You
heels.
can walk with Josh, your boy.
Ad lib, of course, as well.
Josh can't walk.
Obviously.
I'm about to bounce.
B. Scatlin.
I'm finna roll. I gotta go. I'm about to be out.
This is one of my favorite
I
songs.
go for the dough. They go for the clout. I keep it low. Think that they know. Can't figure me out. Can't figure me out. Can't figure me out. Can't figure me out.
Picking me up.
Okay, quick rundown on Kate's meteoric rise to superstardom. She made a popular.
Do you remember we shot this scene as the sun was setting and we were like trying to get it quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was written or not written or I didn't know my lines or what, but it was like, hurry up and get it, which is always hard.
Yeah,
But look at that beautiful sunset in the
Really
background.
pretty. It looks fake. It's so pretty,
Yeah.
What floor are we on here? Maybe like the 27th floor of a high rise in
Yeah,
downtown LA. So you got these beautiful, and these walls are all windows, so you got these beautiful views. I think actually we shot this, I might be mistaken, earlier, and then we saw the sunset, and we're like, let's shoot it again because we have a cool sunset.
Oh.
I think that happened.
I feel like no, because I remember not us trying to get it really, like we didn't know our lines or something
Okay.
like that.
YouTube video.
It was a
that-
challenge. It's a challenge.
I didn't know.
A popular
Yeah.
challenge video.
This is where you get to know how
Quick rundown
She
on
got famous,
Kate's
Kate.
meteoric rise to superstardom. She made a popular YouTube video.
It was a
that-
challenge.
So young.
It's a challenge.
A popular challenge video that.
Maybe I should just. I'll say it. Okay, so I made several challenges. I made planking challenge, Harlem Shake, ice bucket challenge, and the mannequin challenge, which really took off.
2.3 billion views.
2.5 now, but it's like, who's counting?
You.
So then I made a channel, and now we live off of the views and the advertising dollars from that. We just made $6 million this year.
I, on the other hand, studied 4 years at college and majored in economics. First job I got after I graduated paid me $57,000.
Maybe I made a challenge for every year you went to school.
Yeah, that math works. Anyways, now that we're really rich and have so many new
We're
friends,
so rich.
they tend us to ask for money a lot.
Yeah, so Honestly, it was just a little uncomfortable, and I thought, why not make this fun? We are both huge fans of Shark Tank. So instead of just giving our money away, I just asked that our friends come in and pitch us on why they need it.
Listen, I wasn't on board at first, but now I'm kind of addicted to this shit.
You know, some people say it's a little uncomfortable or demeaning or tasteless, but I just have to ask you this. Would any of that stop Mark Cuban?
You know what it was? Is that it was one take.
a
And
long
that was
take.
a lot of words for me.
Long take right there.
And so I feel like I'm remembering I kept messing it up.
Yeah, and this show's so punchy, and we cut and edit so much. I'm like, just watching that now. I was like, damn, that was a long
That was
take.
one take.
Yeah.
It was super long, and we were trying to get it before the sunset. That's what it was. This is my friend Joey, who I work with at a bar.
Honestly, I felt like we discovered a star, like for real.
He's so good at
so
this
good.
role.
He's so good. He doesn't really act. You know, we have to convince him to do this, and he's so good. You know.
Yes, he does such a good job of playing this role. You believe it.
Yeah.
You believe it so
Crushes.
much. And you guys match. Oh, that was your shirt or your jacket
was.
we gave him.
Where am I?
Jason, we're ready for you.
Where am I?
Hey there.
All right, Jack.
Jason. I'm Jason. Nice to see you again, Jay. I didn't know you were going to be here. I thought it was just going to be
This is one of my favorite
you
scenes.
and me and Kate.
Well, surprise.
I live here, so.
Proceed.
Proceed with what?
The pitch.
With the pitch about the money that I'm asking from you because you're my last hope and it's super embarrassing.
This is a really rough start for your man here.
Why do you need the money?
Yes.
Well, as you know, kind of hit rock bottom and can't get a shift at the restaurant, and I still have rent, and it's due.
And Jesse, how much is that rent?
Jason, my name's Jason, and it's $14.50.
I'm sorry. Where did you come up with that insane evaluation?
I didn't come up with it. That's how much. It's rent. That's how much rent is. It's not an evaluation.
An Encina?
Ew.
Ew. That's odd. Where'd you get this suit?
Oh, this is Thailand. I got this in Thailand, this suit. I love this color. And suits in Thailand are so cheap.
And I'm almost positive he had this suit made for him in
Yeah.
Thailand.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you've never worn it
Never.
again or ever before or after this.
And the turtleneck just like sets off the ultra douche of it, you know?
You're a good kid. And I've always been a huge, huge fan of yours. This doesn't excite me. It just doesn't. I need something to get out of the bed in the morning, and this
He
does
does.
not
He does.
do it. So unfortunately, I'm out.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, I guess that just leaves me.
It was always supposed to be just you. It was always supposed to be just you and me this whole time.
Jason, what's your background?
My background. Kate, what the hell is going on? I'm white. What background white? I'm white.
Oh.
Yeah, among many other things. But yeah, I'm white.
You know, I don't know if you know this about me, but I'm white too. So,
He gives me.
the burden of privilege.
She does.
It's a burden. Privilege is a burden.
Every day, the privilege. And I like your spunk. I like it. Your chutzpah, as they say. Your pizzazz. You came in here with a crazy ask. And although that should have sealed your fate, just... I'm prepared to make you an offer.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
I'm willing to give you $900 in perpetuity, but I need to see $1,800 back in the first 2 months.
Hold on.
Take that deal.
Jeb, I have no horse in this race,
Jeb.
but you'd be a madman if you didn't take that deal.
I need an answer right now.
I don't know what
Right now.
is going on. I don't know. I don't want the. I just need that doesn't make any sense. I need $14.50. It's for my rent. I just need rent money.
So is that your counter? $14.50?
Yes, that's my counter.
If anyone's a Shark Tank fan,
Yeah.
this is like so stereotypical Shark Tank. It's always like one shark likes you or one shark's not excited about your offer, you know? It's just like,
And the other shark will like make the comments. You know? That's
like,
why I thought this is so funny.
And they'll always do like the heartbreaking, I'm from this. And I just thought it was so funny to be like, I'm white. And you'd be like, you know what? I'm white too. Yeah,
So white, I see your struggle. It's so funny. Look at my face right there.
yeah, so serious.
So serious. This was so fun to shoot.
It's a good time.
Okay, you crazy SOB. You've got a deal. Hey!
Wow, thank you so much. That's great.
You can go now.
All right.
Yes, please.
Love you guys.
Oh.
You guys are great.
He loves us.
He loves us. He loves us.
Lingers a little bit though, huh?
Next.
Am I happy? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm confused about everything that just happened. But no, I'm thrilled. My landlord's gonna be so happy. My mom. Oh,
Wait,
wow.
Your mom?
My landlord, my mom. It's the same. They're the same. My landlord's my mom. So, pretty good day.
We better send security to just do a sweep because I don't know that he's gonna leave. I mean, he's already so down on his luck. Why not just get him arrested too? Next, we're ready.
Deanna.
Oh, hey, Kay, hey, Jay.
Hi, good to see you.
Good to see you.
This is a weird little setup.
We're rich.
Rich.
Whenever you're ready.
Please.
Oh, wait, hold on. Get these on. Okay.
Deanna brought those in
Now, I
and
was
came up with that
wondering
bit herself.
If I could
So
borrow
good.
$5,000. I'm finally branching out, starting my own little juice pop-up.
Nikki.
That's my name.
Me and Kate get hundreds of people through those doors.
Thousands
Of people
It's
through
just
those doors
constant
a day,
rotation
and
of
all
doors.
them have the same juice pop.
But not like me, though.
Listen, I'm out.
You know, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to agree with Jay on this one. You just don't have the passion that I like to see in a partner. So, you okay? Did you hit your head?
Okay, I'm good.
I'm good.
She did that.
You
She
have the passion that
accidentally
I like
hit
to
her
see in a partner,
head.
and to be honest, you just hit your head on a window. So, for those reasons, I'm out. Thank you for your time.
Oh, in Shark Tank, they always do bring the kid out.
Hello. There are no friends in business, but you know we're not monsters. When we see a child in need, we have to act.
Of course.
Of course. Jane, give him your watch. Give him your watch.
Give him your
Everybody here drink their meals out here.
These are solid gold, okay? Rihanna wore these in a music video. Give him my earrings. Give him my earrings. Those,
You have
keep
Venmo?
those.
No, okay, no, we'll.
He got a Cash App, Venmo, all that stuff.
Okay, yes.
Go ahead. Easy separation, fools and money.
It was an easy come up.
Came up.
You know, we've known Nikki for years, and I can't believe we didn't even know she had a kid.
No, she doesn't.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't.
Wait.
Great pitch.
Great fucking bitch.
Episode 2.
Yeah. What do we have here? Oh, blaxploitation.
Do you have to?
Yeah, that was Deanna, the female comedian in that, who's so good. She's a female comedian. She raps. She's amazing. In that, it's cool to see how rough these are. These are rough as fuck.
We really took ourselves more seriously in the second season.
Yeah,
but we
yeah.
had way more fun in the first season shooting it, I
We
think.
did though, because it was a little more raw. Audio's weird
We were
and
just
stuff like.
having fun.
And we just like even watching TV at the professional level, people don't really know what show you're trying to shoot. We didn't. In fact, like the night before or 2 nights before we actually shot this, we decided to make it like
a mockumentary.
a mockumentary where the camera's moving, it's on sticks, and you're doing confessional. So like even in filming this, you don't know what character you really are. You know, you don't know what like the tone of the show is. You can have an idea, but it's like it's all just ideas on paper until it really happens. So it's cool to see this like being molded. I think after this episode, we'll probably cut it off of this, but like me and Sarah are going to do another one with the first 3 episodes of season 2, and you get to see the kind of maturation process there.
To say action or something. Can they hear you? Out there?
Grace Tillman, she, her, hers.
Mom.
Hi, baby.
We're here.
Hi, sweetie. Hi.
Oh, haven't seen you in so long. How are you?
See you, Jay.
Grace is great, but due to the lack of diversity in where she lives, I always end up having to answer all the race-related questions.
My mom loves to do her research. Like, you know when you see a gripping headline? She actually reads past that. I always look forward to learning more about Jay. Plus, I just started watching The Wire, so I have a lot of questions.
That's Debbie. Debbie,
good,
an
man.
actress from Utah who just
Helped
has
us out so many times.
She's just the best, so
Awesome.
lovely to work with, such a professional, and she does look like she could be my mom.
Yeah, a little
She
bit.
doesn't look like my mom, but she
Yeah.
looks like she could be my
For
mom.
sure, yeah.
Soda pop and I go pop, 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 pop.
Clyde Kelly.
Clyde, yeah.
Is, baby. You know what it is, baby. Candy poppin', we gon' pop.
So how have things been going?
Good. Yeah, Jay took a week off of work to just catch up on some rest. So that's
Yeah.
all right.
I basically didn't leave the
You talking about the sound?
What'd you say? Yeah, sounds
So you're
terrible.
gonna talk about the sound?
No, I was just gonna say that in dating a white woman, it's always strange meeting their parents. Either it's one or two ways. Well, maybe three. You know, maybe they just don't approve of you. Two, they're like overly friendly to be like, well, there's a black person in my house. I gotta prove. And we went here for the second. You know, it's like Kate's mom is really excited to learn about black culture, but it's just like a new secret she learned, and so she wants to dig into it really fast. You know. Go ahead. What were we gonna say?
Should we talk about your hoodie?
Yeah,
quickly?
this is when the height of EDD,
can see it.
unemployment scams, and that's an EDD card that I had, and I scanned it and put it on a hoodie.
Yeah. And it just says EDD, and then
With the debit card on it.
What's the sleeve say? Just EDD again?
I think so. Yeah.
couch for 5 days. Ate candy and watched all the Iron Mans. So.
Back.
I thought they canceled Robert Downey because of Tropic Thunder.
My face.
They didn't?
Just that shit I'm talking about.
Oh, you know, it's Bug. I gotta take this.
Podcast Cricket, how does he have reception? You stand at the top of a tower?
I'm gonna have to answer for the whole black race. Like, yeah, what he did in Tropic Thunder was unforgivable, but also, you know, I still love him 3,000.
That is a very good question, Mom.
There's our producer again. Eating a donut.
Crafty.
I was a PA on Survivor for one season, and guess I'm an executive producer now. Show must really suck.
What forms of blaxploitation do you see in today's TV and film?
I'm not really sure I should be answering that question.
Okay. Oh, Kalila. Oh, that's Kalila. That's his sister.
There's a thin line between appreciating someone's culture and appropriating it. For instance, some white women will support black-owned businesses, and some will get corn roasts for Coachella. The bottom line is I just don't know how helpful it is to have two white women having this conversation on television.
No, you see, one is Gnarls and one
Same
is
shoes,
Charles.
perhaps.
Two different people.
Look, I'm not really qualified to answer these questions either. And it's because nobody is. On top of that, there's a lot of shit I want to tell them. Like, I'm happy there's representation, but deep down I know Queen Latifah shouldn't be the equalizer.
No,
She shouldn't, fam.
oftentimes there is
She shouldn't,
pain
fam.
in
Shout out to the queen.
progress. You know, for example, Rashida Jones.
Okay.
She has been acting for over 2 decades, a beautiful actor, and she's only just now started being cast as a black woman.
That's a funny line.
She's black?
I don't know. I guess I knew I was learning more about black culture when I realized that Kevin Hart wasn't funny anymore.
Oh, I love him. Everything from Jumanji on has been flawless. I mean, that's my number one Kevin after the Spacey thing happened.
Good
I have to say, I really like your Billie Eilish costume. It's so cute.
You like my nails?
Those are cute.
Blingy.
I'm assigned to follow Jay 24/7.
This is Evan, our third partner.
Everyone's always like, what does the last second C stand for? Why do you name it that? It's like, because a lot of our productions are last second. And this is the E in the word C, S-E-A. This is Sarah. That's Evan. This is Assad. So you don't get to see him on camera as much because he's always behind it. He's behind it right now, shooting this.
Bendito Carino, he looks so tiny and
He
young
does look
too.
tiny, huh?
I look the same. It's so weird. It's the Botox.
White don't
He's got a
crack.
pretty dope shoe collection, but this one time we were in Chinatown and saw him buy a fake pair of Yeezys.
How are Jay's friends taking a liking to you?
It's, some of them are really great, and he actually lost a couple of friends after we got married. Well, they call him a race traitor.
That's awful.
Can we blame them? Considering the way that America has treated the black man and that we continue to treat the black man, to be honest with you, it really pisses me off that he married me too.
I love that line.
Well, I mean, Kendrick is a visionary. He's a poet, really.
I've never been more proud of her.
Drake just speaks to my soul.
Never hated someone so much in my life.
I feel good sometimes, I don't. I mean, how does he know? I feel good, sometimes I don't. Get out of my brain, Aubrey.
What's going on? What did I miss here?
Oh, first of all, funny trait that you added for Kate to say that she just loves Drake. And it comes back in the second season. She talks about, it's so funny. And then the second thing is hilarious that I never would have thought about that lyric. I feel good, sometimes I don't. And Assad was like, fam, what?
That's everyone.
This is our lyric, is that I feel good, sometimes I don't. No shit.
That's brilliant, that's the cool thing about making seasons and filling out a character after a couple episodes. It's like, oh yeah, we made them say this in season 2 or episode 2. Maybe we bring that back and
Yeah, and then for the people who are paying attention, just kind of like dribble it in,
For
and then it
sure.
becomes the character's trait.
And I wanted to compliment hair and makeup because they added this trick of male pattern baldness on me here, which is
I
like
knew
thought
I
that was,
paused it at a weird place. I'm
that was
sorry.
important for the character. It's not me in real life, obviously.
Yeah.
I have a whole lush.
They did a bald cap and then a wig on top of it.
Luscious hair.
Girl talk. How was Bug?
He's great.
How was Bug?
Oh, Jane, look what I learned. You ain't got these. That was right? I learned a lot from my daughter today. I don't agree with the whole Drake-Kendrick thing, because frankly, I don't think J. Cole gets mentioned enough in those conversations.
Facts.
I don't give you enough credit. You really make an effort to learn more about my culture.
Do you remember we shot the scene out on the balcony of our friend Vanessa's house, who was lovely enough to lend us her apartment, and we were in Salt Lake, and we had 4 seconds of battery or so, what was it we were running out of? We didn't have any. We didn't have battery, or I don't know what you call it, memory on the card, and we didn't bring the cards with us. So it was like, we got 2 takes max to get this, and there was a super loud water feature in the background. So this is like what happens in our.
It's like maybe I should do the same.
I'm really not even sure I have a culture, right? Like my growing up was like musical theater and Big Macs. Is that my culture, or is that just my childhood?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I know the difference between the two. Oh, what's going on?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It's almost like I feel good sometimes. I don't. I finesse down West End Road. Hey.
Everyone feels good and sometimes they don't. That's not a genius line.
Just
Literally everyone.
Accept Drake into your heart, and he will accept you.
Hello, everyone.
That's the end of our episode. I remember that being cool because Sarah grew up in California and I took her to Utah and it was like snowing that day. She's like, what the hell is this? It's kind of cool you seeing snow.
Yeah.
That's really cool to watch, man. We've come a long way. We're older. Like, we're old now. Fuck, that was only a couple years ago.
www.lasticandc.tv.
What a trip. I'm aging like shit, man. I got to stop all the Molly on the weekends. Guys, thanks for watching that with us. Maybe we'll do a second watch of like the first 3 episodes of the second season. That's when we really start cooking.
Yeah.
Like when we really start knowing. It's good to see the rough versions of this, though. And thanks to everyone that actually like donated to our Patreon for this, too. Like, people's been supporting us for years on Gray Area. It is coming back. We're making a new one. Anything else to say about like...
I just genuinely love this show, man. I love it
It's
so much,
therapeutic,
and
yeah.
I'm excited when people like it too. So
Yeah.
that's really cool to watch it back and see where we started and where we've grown to.
Thanks to everyone for showing interest in it in the past. Thanks for keep on asking us in our comments where the fuck is Gray Area. It's coming, man.
Yeah. It's a labor of love. It takes a lot of work, a lot of money, and we're doing our best.
And we're hoping that it's going to be really, really good because we're excited
I'm
about
super
it.
excited,
But
yeah.
to everyone that tunes into our channel, The Last Second See, to watch all the things that we throw up on our channel, really appreciate you. To all the swimmers that subscribe to our content, that give us money so we can create stuff, thank you. So Sarah doesn't have to have OnlyFans, although, who knows? Couple dollars away, you never know. Get those feet
$7 bundle.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Ooh, wow, how did that not spill?
You drank it all right.
Still some in there. Okay, let me stop this.
Do you want to do